This is life water.
So how can we
Yeah,
have a good quality of life?
yes.
The quality versus quantity.
Uh, you see, the life is being lived through plants, plants uh, kingdom, animal kingdom, and then comes human beings. So human beings can lower their quality of life, live at sensual body to identify to the body, and they can even go below animals. That means if they are addicted to sensual body, whether it is sexual body or they're addicted to listening music, that's just forgetfulness. So animals, they don't get addicted that way, but human beings have also option to go above the plant animals and be the real human being, being. What is that being? Means that transcend the body mind complex and know who am I, and then live from that, not center, but from that awareness which is infinite, unbounded consciousness, which is freedom here and now, and living in the world but not of it. That means you live through money, honey, power, mind. Mind always identify to the past. Past means the community. Community, the people, for example, if living in Beverly Hills, one kind of community, the people, if you travel, say India or Africa, jungle, they're different kind of living. They are so content. They got intoxicated if they get good food, and their life is different, means not mental and emotional problems as in the West is. They are 100% when they are eating together. The trust is there, love is there, it reflects in their walk and talk. As we go in the West or so-called civilized, then they have food everywhere, but there's no taste in the food. And even if they eat, they're thinking and worried, and no enjoyment. And then because they have too much. So they are depressed because they have too much. They don't know what to do. Then the one, those countries in Africa or in other, they are hungry in the stomach, in the lower chakras. Here more emotional and heart and emotional and mental. But suffering is common. Suffering is common. How to live the quality of life? Because nobody would like to continue a 50 year of living into 500 of miserable or suffering living. It's not about prolong the rotten life. No, it's the quality. And what is the quality of life? That is like childlike state. A child who is not even 5 year, 10 year, or 10 months old, and giggle, giggle, giggle. There's no worried how long it would live, because what is that quality? The quality is that it is not existing, but it is existence itself. That is the other name of being itself. Not thinking about being, but being itself, existence itself, 100%. 100% means only the heart flowered without the head. Head good as a servant, bad as a master. Then your heart center signifies infinite consciousness, that you are not living through a memory box, memory chip, but you have a compassionate heart, just like a baby, a child has. And that kind of quality of consciousness cannot be bought or sold, but either you live it or you miss it. And most of the people are missing it because they are preparing toward find it. They are preparing towards one day I will live, one day I will live, one day I will live, one day I'll be happy. I'm building my job, I'm building my house and children, and but never had time to live. Of course, preparing and thinking about it, but then the tragedy strikes, and then before the death knock at the door, then one get really awake or into the altered awareness where one realize that for whom, for what, because the real joy is not in objects and because of objects or because of me, but it is above me. Above means the worried mind consult I Ching, astrology. It's all the domain of time configuration. But there is a higher power when you transcend in that and live through beingness, then there is no worry. And that is the other name of the qualitative life. That is the Devic life. Devic means divine living. Divine living means scriptures will call it thy will be done, God will be done, inshallah, they different word, but they don't have taste of it. They only just utter the word. So if you utter the word mango, that the word only, or you want to eat it through the screen of the picture, okay, go ahead. So that's why existence only, live it or miss it. If you make joke with it, make a video and audio, that will make joke with you. What that joke? That people have so many friends, so many lovers. When they really need, they're not there. They're on the screen. They're on the cell phone. Okay, go ahead. So therefore, The perfume of life is the quality of life. And that's why this is so delicate and fragile, but it need not any fear or fear or thinking that I had to manage it. No, it's automatic, automatic managed. Like the very proof is the breathing we are breathing is automatic. We don't manage thousand breathing inside our nose. We don't manage the sound sleep. So can we observe the quality of life is already automatic observed by the higher, you can call it higher power, higher consciousness, whatever word you want to give it. But that is don't need no verification and certificate by anybody because the rose flower outside in the garden, they don't need any appreciation. The one who really appreciate shut down the words, don't chatter. The mind become in silence. So only in the silence the voice of God, Lord, being can be heard. So love is not something to believe. God is not something to believe. You taste it and live it here and now. Otherwise, go on thinking, thinking is thinking. So people have divided science, religion, as they divide life, my love life, my money life, my this life. No, 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 no. Life only is. Imagine how many bank balance the cat and dog have, how many, car they drive. So therefore, we understand all that, but we are so entangled. That's called distractions. We are so badly distracted, bombarded in our head, so much hypnotized and programmed by our thousands of years of programming of the society, of the parent, grandparent, grandparent, and those who are forthcoming. We are just bombarded, lost into live one like them or like them and don't know that there is a new way of living where the fear is not. And I don't need to change party politics, the country, the money, none of the intrinsical, no change, the real change, be the change, be the change, being, which is not from time, of time, being, and always free, and no fear of fearing or losing. Then, when you are at that restful awareness, choiceless awareness, then automatically is prolonged because There is no thinking. That is the only quality of life. That's why 2 minutes of giggle of a baby cannot be compared with the 20 years of a. No, no, there is no comparison. Comparison again of the mind, again in the mind. Is the human beings who have befooled themselves by giving certificate, by giving award and reward and punishment. So whom we are befooling? Ourselves, ourselves, ourselves. Come out of ignorance, awake, wakefulness, which is natural, which is the easiest way of living. But we are looking in wrong direction, wrong direction, wrong direction. For the questions, the text should become all the time 323 540 3867, and one can text any question, any inquiry, because the idea of this new education cannot be taught, it can only be caught. So maybe the one who are ready can only understand this language. For other people, it's not interesting. It should not be, because the people, what is the interesting for an alcoholic? The vodka. And imagine thousands and thousands from Russia, they put value, they put value to vodka. Now, what is the real vodka? Wakingness. And 6 alphabet, 50 alphabet, they make sense. So, like, how do you understand fasting? Through food. You will have to stop eating food. But if you want to understand fasting through eating food, how would you? Opposite. The same way, it's a dimensional difference. That's why the quality of life is like a flight of the eagle. It's not 50, 80-year rejuvenating of life. No, those 8 hours of flight, of freedom into infinite, is cannot be compared. Then automatically the nutrition comes, silence comes, automatic, that you are that Tatvamasi, that describe that thou you are seeking already it, that Ajar Amar Avinasi, indestructible, immortal awareness, thou are already it. So profound, all the beauty, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, the all beauty you already are. But you have reduced yourself through distractions and distractions of the cunning mind, which is useful doing material dealings and world. But when the heart becomes pure and then a new kind of pleasure start appearing in your life, and then very simple things start giving joy. A blade of grass become more valuable than ton of gold. There is no comparison in the quality of life. Then this division of helping others disappear because there is no other. There is one without the other. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.